So good morning children. This is the first story, A Letter to God, of the book First Flight of Cbse 10th Standard. So today we are going to see this story, that in this story what is the theme? The theme is a letter is written to God. Okay, a letter is written to God. See children, this sounds very interesting, that how someone is writing the letter to God. Okay, how someone is writing the letter to God. Most of the time what used to happen, that generally we all used to write the letter to those people only whom we are knowing. So he can be the family member, he can be or she can be friend, right? Someone relative who is staying at a further distance. But here in this story we are going to see the belief of someone, right? So what we are going to see, we are going to see the belief of someone, that how someone is having the belief that I can write the letter to God and God will respond also. So this is a very interesting story, which I can say, a very interesting story, and this story is written by G.L. Fuentes, and we are studying from the book First Flight. So children, first of all I want all of you that whenever you are watching this video, that time you must have the book with you, so that you can read line by line, you can see in the book when I am reading, and when I am explaining, that time you can focus on my explanation, you can focus on my words. So without wasting the time, we should come to the story. So a letter to God. They say faith can move mountains. So this line is very interesting, which is saying, they say faith can move mountains. So if someone is having the faith that the mountain will move, then it will move. Like this the peoples used to say. Okay, if someone is having the faith, then the faith used to work. This is the saying. But in this story we will see that how the faith used to actually work. How the faith used to actually work. So in this story we will see that the peoples are only, what they are doing, they are helping each other, and like this we can understand that the faith used to be there. So they say faith can move mountains, but what should we put our faith in? So now the writer is asking the question that where our faith should be. This is the question this story delicately possesses. So this story is having that part only, children, that where our faith should be. Lencho is a farmer. So in this story what we are going to see, we are going to see about one character who is a farmer, and his name is Lencho. So who is Lencho? Lencho is a farmer, right? So Lencho is a farmer, and who is writing the letter to God, and he is writing the letter to God when he is having the problem, when his crops are ruined. So ruined means waste. Okay, asking for 100 pesos. So 100 pesos he is asking. So how rupees we are having, dollar we are having. So in this story we can understand pesos is money. Does Lencho's letter reach God? Question number 1. So first of all we will see that really the Lencho letter is reaching to the God or not. Does God send him the money? And what he is asking from God? He is asking from God that I want money because my crops are wasted now, so I want 100 ranchos. Think what your answer to this question would be. So you have to think, children, that what you are having your answer, and guess how the story continues. And you have to guess also that what is happening in the story, and in future what may happen before you begin to read it. So before starting the story only we have to guess so many points. So before starting this story, in the introduction part, I want to say some more thing, right? So what I want to say? I want to say first of all that do you know children, when the children are celebrating Christmas festival, one day before the Christmas they used to write on the paper their wish that dear Santa Claus, I want a new bicycle, right? Dear Santa Claus, I want a new school bag. So children, they are writing this much things only, whatever they are needing, okay? And what used to happen, their parents used to read that what the child is demanding from God, and the parents used to bring that. So in the childhood, the children, they used to think that Santa Claus, okay, he has given, but actually the parents have given. So like this only we have to understand that how the faith used to be, and the peoples when they are having the strong faith, what is happening, and finally how their faiths are fulfilled. How their faiths are fulfilled. Okay. So now we can see in this story that how the faith of Lincho. So who is Lincho? Lincho is the central character of the story. He is a farmer and his crops are ruined. So no money he is getting from the crops this time. So he is writing a letter to God and asking 100 pesos. Okay, 100 rupee money we can say, 100 pesos. So first of all, one activity is there. So one of the cheapest way to send money to someone is through the post office. So nowadays what we are having, children, we are having the online money transfer. Okay, the person must have the account, then he must having the online transaction, then we can send the money. But in the olden days it was not like this. And now also I can say there are so many villages, okay, so many parts are there in our country where till now the internet facility is not there, but the post office is working. So how to send the money there? With the help of post office. Have you ever sent or received money in this way? Now the question is to all the children, you all, that have you received or have you sent money in this way, means with the help of the post office? Here what you have to do. So if you want to send the money, what you have to do? First of all, you have to read the instruction very carefully. Inside the post office, you have to go to the counter marked money order. So there will be one counter, and above the counter something used to be written, no, like cashier, like a receptionist, okay, like inquiry. So like that only one counter will be there where it will be written money order. Buy a money order form by paying 50 paise to the person behind the corner. So olden days the price was very less, 50 paise, and now 50 paise is not working also. So the money we have to pay for the money order form, and then we can have the money order form from the person who is behind the counter. Then fill in the appropriate boxes in the form. In block letter we have to fill, then we have to pay the money, okay, with the charges, and then we can send the money to the person whom we want to send. So this is the procedure how the money can be sent in the post office and how we can receive the money in the post office, from the post office. Now page number 3. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. Okay, so maybe you have studied, children, the low part and the high part, okay, crest and top. So here one house is there. The house in the entire valley, in this complete valley, what we can say, only one house is there. And from this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. And from this place what we all can see? We all can see a very good scenery, the scenery of the ripe corn, which are having the flowers also, flowers as dotted, and they promised. So this field promised to have the good harvest, right? Good harvest means source of income. Okay, good harvest means source of income. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. So the land was fertile. Every year what was happening? It was giving the good production also. Only the land was demanding that time, children, a shower, little bit rain. Throughout the morning, Lincho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So Lincho is a character in the story, and in the morning he is thinking that the land, what the land is needing, the land is needing water. So he was looking in the sky, and the northeast part, maybe the clouds will bring the rain, with the hope. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. So he said that I think that we are going to get some water. So we can say that Lencho, a farmer, is a positive minded person. The woman who was preparing supper, supper means dinner. So the lady was preparing dinner. What she replied? Yes, God willing. So only we can get the rain if this is will of God. If this is will of God. So we can say that they both are very religious, believing in God, good peoples. The older boys were working in the field. So older boys means the young one, while the smaller ones were playing near the house. So those who are older boys, young one, they are working in the field, his son, Lincho's sons, and those who are very small, what they are doing? They are playing. So generally the small children, they used to play, no? At a certain age everyone used to play, and after a certain age everyone used to work. So this is the scene of his house, where the younger children are playing nearby the house, and the elder children, what they are doing? They are working in the agriculture field. But no rain is there, and because of no rain, no harvest is there, no agricultural crop is there. Then come for dinner. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted. So now lady is asking that, wife is asking that, you join us in dinner. And while he was having the meal, that time he predicted. Predicted means thinking something about future, that maybe in future this is going to happen. So that is called predicted. Big drops of rain began to fall. So big drops of rain began to fall means it was raining. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching, and he was able to see the northeast side. What? Huge clouds are approaching. So whenever the clouds are coming, that is the sign of rain, that the rain is going to happen. Okay, whenever the cloud is there, what we are able to understand? We are able to understand that it is going to rain, right? And then the air was fresh and sweet, and after a rainy season, children, or whenever the shower is there, raindrops are falling, the whole environment is looking fresh, clean. So that line is only mentioned here. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. So Lencho, he came out from his house to feel rain. He wanted now to feel the rain on his body, because the importance of rain can be only understood by the farmer more. So we all are knowing the importance of rain and rainy season, but the farmers are having the more importance, because they are very much attracted, they are very much dependent on the rain. And when he returned, he exclaimed. So while returning time, what he did, he made some remarks with feelings. So that is called exclaimed. These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are the new coins. So he said that these are not the raindrops falling, they are the new coins. Means actually raindrop is only falling, but what will happen, the raindrop will make the land more and more fertile, and the agriculture can happen, and then they can have the crops they can sell, and the new coins, new money they can get. So that only he is saying. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5. So what more he is saying, that the rain which is falling, the big one is the 10-cent pieces money, okay, and the small one is 5 cent. So with a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower. So now he becomes satisfied that rain is happening, and with the expression of satisfaction, what he did, he regarded means thanks, okay, thanks the ripe corn and the flowers, then covered in a certain of rain. So now he started covering, because the rain started too much. He was expecting rain, but now what happened, the rain started too much, okay. So if children, too much rain is also happening, that is problem for the crops, okay. All the crops can spoil when too much rain is there. The water logging can be there in the agriculture field, and they can spoil the roots completely, right. So like this we can understand that now more rain started. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain very large hailstone began to fall. So suddenly what happened, storm also came, okay, storm, the wind also started blowing with very fast, with very high speed, and that time rain also started coming very fast, more heavily. These truly did resembles new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pears. And now not only it is raining, what more is happening, that sometime in the rain what used to happen, snow also used to fall. So that type of snow started falling, and the children, they started collecting it, okay. Children are children, in the playing they can do anything, right. Or you can also remember sometime when it is raining and the little bit snow is falling, you are also catching it in the hand, trying to catch it, okay. Like that only, whose son, Lincho's sons are doing this. It is really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. So now the man is saying that now it is going to become very bad, because we were hoping for the raindrops. Now raindrop is coming more and more heavily, it is coming, and then snow is also falling. So all these things can spoil the plant only, right. So that he started speaking. I hope it passes quickly. And then he is saying that I hope, this is my hope, that if these things will pass quickly, then it will be good. But it did not pass quickly. So for long time we can say it was raining like that only. For an hour the hail rained on the house. So nearly what happened, for 1 hour it was raining very heavily on the house, like this only. The garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley, the field was white as if covered with salt. And how the field was looking now after the rain and falling of snow, it was looking completely white in color because of the snow. And how it was looking like someone has spread the salt on the field, right. Then not a leaf remained on the tree, and that much big storm it was that a single leaf was also not there on the tree. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lincho's soul was filled with sadness. So now Lincho is becoming completely sad because his plants, his crops, all are becoming completely waste. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons. So what happened when the storm was passing the field, means when they were experiencing the storm, that time father is teaching something to their children, to his children. What he is saying? He is saying that a plague of locust would have left more than this. Means this much agriculture we have done, and finally what we got? Nearly nothing. Nearly nothing is left. So he is saying that a plague of locust. So locust means insect which fly in big swarms and destroy crops. So locusts are the group of insects which can fly also, and they used to affect the crops. They used to be in large number. Recently they were in news also that they are affecting the crops of India, right? So the father is saying that after the attack of the locust also we are getting more food crops than this much now what we are having. The hail has left nothing, and he is saying that this hail, this storm has left nothing with us. This year we will have no corn. So this year they will have no corn. It was said by Lincho. It was said by Lincho. That night was a sorrowful one. So all become very much sad that night. All our work for nothing. There is no one who can help us. We all go hungry this year. So he is saying that whatever the work we have done in the agriculture field, all is becoming completely zero. There is no one who can help us. So at the time of problem, what he is saying, Lincho, that no one is there who can help us. Whole year they are going to become hungry only. Okay. So till here we will pause, children, and we will discuss some of the points. Okay, some of the points of the story. So point number 1, that in this story we have seen Lincho was only asking from the God and demanding that I want rain in my agricultural land, so that what can happen, my corn, they will become more and more ripe, and I can harvest them and I can get money. Yes. And when the storm started, rain started heavily, he only started praying that please God stop these things. Okay. So what we can understand from here, point number 1, that abundance of anything is wrong. Abundance of anything is wrong. So if the rain is also coming more, that is also a problem. And then in the story, some more important part what we have seen, that in the beginning when the raindrop started falling, that time what Lincho said? That time Lincho said that they are not the drops, they are the money. Big drops are 10 cent money, and small drops are 5 cent money. We can see again in the book. Okay, the big drops are 10 cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. So big drops are the money and small drop is also money. But then what happened? It started raining more, and then the snow also came. Then the flowers also came out from the plant. Okay, everything, no leaves was there on the plant. So all was completely shattered. So this was the story of Lincho. Okay, this is the part 1 of the story of the Lincho. In part 2 we will see that what step he is taking. Now we can talk about something which is in the page number 5, that night was a sorrowful one. So whenever any unexpected thing is happening, or whenever anything is happening which is making human being to feel that your hard work, you are not going to get any result, your result is becoming zero, so that time the people used to become very much sorrowful, sad. And one more question was there, they were doing agriculture and they were dependent on agriculture only as their source of income. So if they are not able to sell anything in the market, from where they will get the money? So Lencho is saying very emotional line in the sentence that we all go hungry this year. So this year we all are going to become hungry. Okay. He said, then one more line he said that who is going to help us? No one is there who can help us. So he don't think that any human being can help him. Okay. So this, and generally children, whenever the people are in problem, actually they are not able to get the solution or help from others generally at that time. When you are in good condition, maybe so many offers you will get from the people that they want to help you. But when actually you are in the trouble, no one is there to help you. So I think that whenever the people are in problem, that is the test for them. Okay, that test is conducted by God, that what you are going to do in this situation. Okay, in this situation. So like this we can understand, and a few more points we can talk about whom. We can talk about Lencho. That point number one, he is a laborious person. Laborious person means the one who do hard work. Second, his family members are also laborious. As we have seen that the older son means elder son only, the young one, he is working in the agricultural field. Then the whole family is becoming sad when the crops are failed, when the crops are ruined, when the crops are wasted. Okay. So second point, what we can say children, that he is a religious person, because from the beginning only he is including God, okay, in his talk, in his behavior, right? So we can say that the person is religious. The one who believes in God is called theist, T-H-I-S-T. So in your answer you can write that Lencho was a theist person, the one who believes in God. If I add a here, it becomes a theist, the one who don't believe in the existence of supernatural power or God is called atheist. And you will be surprised to know children that in world nearly 2% people are there, those who are atheist. They don't believe in the existence of God and they don't believe in the philosophy of religion. Okay. If you ask personally from me that sir, do you believe in God? So my answer is yes, I believe in God, and I expect from all my children that you all should believe in the existence of Almighty God, who is omnipresent, omnipotent. Then the same time I want to say that in our country you are free to be atheist also and you are free to be theist also. So that is your personal choice, and as your teacher my suggestion is only to become atheist. To become theist means the one who believes in God. But if you are a non-believer, then also you are only my student and you are also the equal citizen of this country, name is India. Are you able to understand children? Okay, so I encourage all of you that you believe any ideology, but you believe, okay? And if you are not believing also, no problem. Maximum the problem you can face only, okay? Because I have said, now option is yours. So this man is completely believing in the God, okay? And he is thinking, now who can help me? Okay, now who can help me? So the answer he is getting is that now I can get the help only from the God. So page number 5. Now some question answers we can discuss. What did Lencho hope for? Oral comprehension check. What he was hoping? He was hoping that if the rain will come, agricultural production will be more, and he can earn good money. So what you all can do, children, you can make your answer around these keywords. What I said is keywords, and you can make your answer in your own words in the copy. Second, why did Linchu say the raindrops were like new coins? Because with the help of raindrop only, what will happen? The crops will ripe and he can sell it and get the money. So he said that they are the new coins. Okay. How did the rain change? So first the rain started normally, but suddenly what happened? The rain started pouring with very high speed and it started raining heavily, and storm also came. Okay. The fast blowing wind which is causing destruction, that is called storm. Then what happened to Lincho's field? Everything was just destruction was completely there. So we can see here that the field become completely white with the help of the snow, and no leaf was there on the tree. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone. So all these things happened with the agriculture field of Lincho. Then what were Lincho's feelings when the hail stopped? So after when the hail stopped, means when it was raining, after that when the snow was falling, after that what was the feeling of whom? Lincho. So we can say that he was very sad. He became very much sorrowful, because all the hard work which he and his family have done in the agricultural field, that has now wasted, because all the crops were ruined. R-U-I-N-E-D, wasted. Okay. All the flowers, leaves, everything was just ruined. And if the crops are ruined, you cannot do the agriculture in one day. It used to take its own time period, and the crops used to grow in the particular season only. So now we can turn to the page number 7 also, and we can discuss about thinking about the text, right? So thinking about the text, this part, first you have to read the question, and after reading the question, what you have to do, children? You have to answer in your own words. Example, why does Lincho have complete faith in? Which sentence is the story tell you this? So this question we can answer after studying the whole story only, we can give the answer to this question. And then what more we can do? We can see the word meanings of the lesson which is written there, and the grammar section which is talking about relative clause and this. Okay. So what the word meanings are here? So few word meanings are there. For example, crest. So crest means the top of a hill is called crest. C-R-E-S-T. Then draft. D-R-A-P-E-D. Draft means covered. C-O-V-E-R-E-D. Covered. Then locust. They are the insect which used to fly in big swamps, big groups. And these insects are not flying in 10 or 20. These are flying like 1,000, 50,000 insects are flying together. And they are eating all the crops, and then they are moving to another field. So like that they used to spoil. They are called locust. Okay. So they used to destroy. Then concise, inner sense of right and wrong. So what is concise? Inner sense. Whenever you are doing anything right, children, that time from your inside you are able to feel good. That is called concise. Inner self, that is called yourself. Whenever by mistake you are doing anything wrong, that time your inner self is saying that this is wrong. Okay, so that is called self, your inner self. Then peso, it is the currency of several Latin American country. So peso is the currency of Latin America. In the old days, dollar was not used. They were using the word peso. Amiable, what is the meaning of amiable? Friendly and pleasant. Amiable person means the one who is very friendly with everyone, right? And he knows how to make friend, and easily he can make the friends also with the stranger. So that type of person is called amiable person. A-M-I-A-B-L-E, amiable. Then the next page, no more meaning is there. No, one meaning is there. Contentment. So contentment means satisfaction. When the peoples are becoming satisfied, that is called contentment. Okay. Okay. So children, one more time we can have a very quick revision what we have seen in this story. The title of the story is A Letter to God. So first of all, we all are clear that in this story what is going to happen, a letter is going to be written to God. Okay, and who will write this letter? No doubt Linchu is only going to write a letter to God. Who is Linchu? Linchu is a farmer. What happened with Linchu? He is having his agriculture field. He was expecting the rain, but a storm came, snow started falling, and all the crops were wasted. This much we have seen in the story. But what Linchu is having? Linchu is having belief and faith. In whom? Linchu is having belief and faith in God. Okay, so that person is having belief and faith. We all are having belief and faith in God, but sometimes we used to come across the innocent peoples, those who are having the belief and God belief, but their belief is that much strong, no, that they are able to experience the miracles also in their life. But most of the miracles, children, are made by the human beings only. For example, I am thinking that in my life miracle happened, God has done this, but the reality is God has only done this with the help of some other, or with the through some other person only. So that we have to understand in the story. So that we will discuss in the next video. Thank you all children. Have a good day. Okay.